Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Daxon here with Knoxside.org. So it is almost 1 in the morning, but that's okay. I can sleep later. When I get an idea stuck in my head, I gotta do something. And since it's 1 in the morning, I can't just find some metal and start this. But so I figured I'd at least draw up a 3D design, kind of how it looks, since I've been playing with 3D stuff anyway with my 3D printers over the past few months. But anyway, so the red piece here in this is our imaginary, or our make-believe, I guess, riding lawnmower. And the brown square is actually the dirt of our garden. And then you got the bigger chrome slash silver piece, which is actually like the plow itself, or the hoe, whatever you want to call it in this case. But basically, how it's going to work is it'll fit in like the hitch area of your riding lawnmower. And you'll be able to use that pin, which is that little narrow cylinder, all the way over to the very right, that's also silver. And it'll slide into the main cylinder, and it'll kind of lock into place and set it exactly where you want. So it'll be the correct depth down into the tilled up soil to help you make your rows. So that's kind of the overall plan. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I was doing during this video because there's something wrong with my microphone, so I had to delete the original audio. Didn't really want to redo the video, but I did have to delete the audio, and now I'm trying to re-record it and explain all this out again. It's kind of an overall view here. But I was looking online, and really I couldn't find anything that was similar to this at all. I'm sure there's something out there, but anything that I seen to like make rows in the garden were like $400, $500, or $600, like on the cheap end of things. So I figured there's got to be an easier way. Not sure if this will really work or not, but I guess it doesn't hurt to try. I'm not really a welder, but I have done it a few times a couple years ago, and so I figured I do have a welder I got a couple years ago when I first started trying, so I figured I'd kind of give this a go again. But it doesn't hurt anything to try. But basically, let's see if I'm going to merge these two things together. There we go. And now I'll try to slide it into place over here where it would belong. Basically, it'd slide down into that hole, which I guess I'd just call it like your hitch hole, or the receiver part of your hitch, or whatever you want to call it in technical terms. Still really didn't think about or even try to figure out how I'd make it the plow from actually sliding up. See, the pin would be above the hitch circle part, so that would make it toward the plow when it go deeper than you wanted, or the hoe part the triangle part when it go deeper than you wanted. So far as it coming up though, it almost needs like a pin under it to keep it the same depth so it couldn't come up. Obviously it wouldn't be able to come all the way out because of the triangular piece. It would hit the circle if it tried to bounce up. I guess really if I just assume that if the land is tilled up really good, that this plow shouldn't have any problems doing what I hope it can do. This year I planted a whole bunch of corn. I did it all by hand. I had some friends use their tractor to plow and then till up my garden now, which is 105 foot by 55 foot. But so far as making the rows and planting and covering the seeds back up at the correct depth, I had to do that all by hand, and it's been really hot in the upper 90s. So I've just been thinking for really a couple weeks now, actually, since when I first started planting the corn and, tomatoes and all types of things, that there's got to be an easy way besides using a hoe or a rake to make the rows. So this is kind of what I came up with. Again, I'm not sure if it'll work, but hopefully If I can get something very similar to come together, when I do have some time, hopefully tomorrow, I'll make a video of it if it works, and if it doesn't work, why I think it didn't work. So, but now you can see how it is right there. You got your pin that will slide through all the holes. You see there's a whole bunch of holes up in that would allow your pin to slide through different depths. Now really ignore the pin because I went ahead and merged the pin to the main device. But as you can see, basically you would slide the plow however deep you want. In this case, say, it's not very deep there. Let me try to slide the entire thing down. Obviously, a lawnmower normally has tires, but, just for this, I'm going to merge them together and lower the lawnmower and everything all at once. Just because I'm tired, to make it a little bit easier. So, bring that down. I'll show you that you can see the lawnmower is, still off the ground. But our plow is, let's say, inch into the ground. 2 inches in the ground maybe in this standpoint. And basically when you drive your lawnmower, it would drag that little hoe or plow, whatever you want to call it, and kind of make your rows for you to be able to plant your seeds. And depending on where you put the pin at, how high or low you have this device slid up or down would be how deep it would make your rows for you. And then also need to make something like this, kind of like a little snow plow that would be kind of angled. So then you could drive back by possibly and then push the dirt back over the seeds. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully it works. See you later. Bye-bye.